I recently played the demo for Starsand Island during the Steam Next Fest, and honestly, I think this game is shaping up to be worth all the hype. This is the kind of life simulation game that I've been waiting for. At first, I was worried about the ambitious scope of this game, but from playing the demo, I think it's safe to say that the team is on the right track, and I simply cannot wait for the game's full release next year. Do note that since I've only played the demo, some of the features showcased in this video might change in the game's full release. In this video, I'll share the gist of the gameplay mechanics I was able to experience in the demo and some of my personal thoughts and observations. Starsand Island will release on February 1st, 2026 for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, and PC. We don't have any news about multiplayer yet, but from the Steam store page, there are plans for online cross-platform co-op multiplayer, which is super exciting. For the story, you are coming back to your childhood town as an adult to kickstart a fresh new life away from the city. Since you grew up here, you will be able to meet some of your childhood friends and reconnect with them too. The characters have that soft anime charm, and the world feels straight out of a Studio Ghibli film. It is warm, gentle, and full of life. It's such a fitting art style for a game that's all about belonging, friendship, and appreciating the little things in everyday life. Next, let me walk you through the main systems and activities I've experienced in the demo. For character creation, you can choose a male or female character. There are several presets for hairstyle and all options are extremely cute. But unfortunately, we cannot change the color or accessory that comes with the style for now. The clothing options are also limited, but I am hopeful that they will add more customization in the full game. You can choose a different eye type for your left and right eye, which is so cool. But again, the color seems to be locked to a specific style for now. There are also some accessories and makeup you can add to make your character more unique or more you. You can save at any time, which is great, and there's also a reminder to save your game before quitting to ensure no lost save files. Staying up until 2 AM without going to bed will trigger fainting. Each time you faint, your stamina cap is halved, but sleeping will restore it. If you faint for 3 consecutive days, you will need to sleep an entire day to restore your stamina and stamina cap. I do think that the stamina is very forgiving, which is good for those who really want a cozy, stress-free experience. I was able to do all my tasks without worrying about my stamina at all. There are 5 main skills that you can hone in the game. In order to advance in each skill, you will undergo mentorship from different characters. Each mentor will give you some tasks that you need to complete in order to reach the next certification level for that skill. Let's go over the 5 skills. First is crafting. Crafting is pretty straightforward, and you do need some of the other skills in order to get the materials required for crafting. I do want to mention that the work table is connected to your storage chests, so you don't need to take the items out of storage and into your inventory to craft, which is a really good quality of life feature. Moreover, all of your storage chests are actually connected, so you just have to put one in an accessible place, and all your items can be taken in or out easily. To top this all off, there is also a quick button to put similar items together without needing to open the chest at all. Next is farming. Here are the things that stood out to me. First is the watering can. I really like the animation for it and how you can walk in a natural way while going through your plots. You can also see some information about the crop, like how many minutes until it's fully grown, if it needs water, and if it has fertilizers already. There are sprinklers and auto-fertilizers beside the seed shop, which suggests automation will be available later in the game. Another thing that's unique here is that when you plant vining crops, like cucumbers, you actually need to build trellis for them yourself. Then we have livestock. There are a variety of farm animals that you can raise, and in the demo, I was able to own rabbits. You have to build a house for them and feed them daily, but I really like that you can actually put excess feed in their house, and you can automate feeding them right from the start. Rabbits also help the farm by munching on weeds growing near your crops. And from the trailers, it seems like other animals can also interact with your farm in several ways. For fishing, I really like the fishing minigame. And that says a lot for someone who rarely enjoys fishing in any live sim game. It's simple, just cast your rod, wait for the fish to bite, reel it in while the line is white, and stop reeling if the line turns red. I haven't encountered the fish I've struggled with yet, so I'm not sure if the difficulty will increase at higher levels. Either way, I'm really enjoying it so far. Lastly, there's exploration. The exploration skill is useful in combat while exploring the Moonlit Cavern. This is where you collect ores and other materials for crafting. In the Moonlit Cavern, you will encounter some corrupted animals. You can use your weapons to capture them and adopt them in your farm. The first weapon you can craft is a slingshot, and you can use different kinds of ammo to weaken the corrupted animals. The Moonlit Cavern has a separate map, and it seems huge. I do wonder if there are other caverns in the full game, but anyway, there are fast travel locations that you can unlock to make navigating different areas easier as you progress. Now, let me show you some of the things you can do using your smartphone. I'm always happy when games include this feature because nowadays, we often rely on our smartphones for our day-to-day activities anyway, so it makes sense for our character in a live sim to have it. You can access your bag from here with different categories for your fashion, key items, and inventory. There's also a quick button to sort everything. The map shows that from the demo, only one island and one cavern is available. There are options to track certain locations so you don't get lost, and some pins to mark interesting or useful spots. There are also quick buttons on the left side so you can easily track the mentors and other helpful buildings. The full game will have more areas to explore, including an ocean park that was one of their Kickstarter goals. With so much to explore, you'll be happy to know that this game has plenty of vehicle options that make traveling enjoyable. You can rent or buy motorcycles, cars, and even alpacas and ostriches to help you get around. You can also craft a skateboard early in the game, which you can keep in your tool wheel and use very quickly. As you explore, you'll also find chests scattered around the world, which encourages you to really pay attention to your surroundings. Then you have a camera with a handheld mode, a selfie mode, and a free roam mode. You can even hide the UI to take the perfect photo. The game is gorgeous, so it is very tempting to take a picture of everything. In the Socials tab, you will be able to see all the animals and residents that you have met before. Let's take a look at Zephyria. There's an option to track and find the NPC on the map. You can also look at more information like how many hearts to the next heart level, what you can unlock per heart level, like going on an outing, a room visit, asking them to do some requests, and cohabitation. There's also a tab for their preferences that you already discovered in-game by gifting them items. The Pets tab shows that the animals you encounter in the wild can be adopted at a certain heart level, and I think being able to adopt these strays is really awesome. The Islandpedia is something that completionists will enjoy. You have different categories here like gathering, farming, crafting, bioresearch, delicacies, and even home decor. Once you've unlocked enough items, you can get a stamp corresponding to that category, and there will be different rewards that you can get, like gold, new recipes, new decorations, etc. I'm sure a lot of players, including me, will aim to complete this pedia. The Island Life app seems to softly guide you in the things you can do in the game, like doing quests from the bulletin board, crafting furniture, etc. It's a nice guide when you're at a loss on what to do, plus it rewards you for completing the tasks. Then we have the Star Notes, which is another type of reward you can get from doing certain tasks in the game. It's important to collect these Star Notes because you can use them for your Workpedia, which is like a skill tree for all the 5 major skills that you have. Once you unlock the next certification on a skill, you can learn some buffs related to that skill by using Star Notes. For example, for the crafting profession, once you reached Apprentice Crafter level, you can get the buff to increase the chance to gather an extra item from the wild. There's also a buff to increase stamina recovery speed when sitting. Lastly, we have the Layout Library. I haven't been able to use this feature in the demo, but it seems that you can save your current house layout and use it again in the future. This means you can have a safe copy of your current build if you want to go ahead and experiment and customize your house into something new. There are also some pre-made structures and you just need the materials in order to build a whole house with a backyard already. If, like me, you are getting excited about this game already, let me know by clicking the like button in this video. Now let's continue with what else makes this game special. The NPCs available in the demo were quite limited, and of course there's not enough time to deepen the relationship bond to see how each relationship will progress. But the developers have mentioned that they want the relationship system to have a depth. NPCs should have some form of memory where they can remember past conversations and gifts. And the relationship will not be one way because the NPCs will make their own choices. For example, instead of you proposing to them, they might surprise you with a proposal instead. If you want a deep dive into everything we know so far about this game's relationship system, let me know in the comment section. Aside from the main romanceable characters, you will also encounter a lot of other people and some tourists all around the island. Some of them can even give you gifts or quests. And I was really surprised that I could talk and interact with everyone I see around me. Another thing that I think deserves a more in-depth look is the house customization. The level of detail you can put into it is insane. You can build walls, floors, and roofs by hand like how you would build a house from The Sims. You can also customize some items like billboards and picture frames with your own photos taken in the game. It's also easy to place, resize, and move items around, making this an enjoyable experience. I can imagine myself spending a bulk of my time in just this one aspect of the game. This game is filled with little details that make the world feel alive and immersive. At the beach, you will see children running around, painting, people getting a tan, having bonfires. There are crabs, birds, and beach balls scattered around. You can enjoy kiddie rides, swing on the swing set, use the slide, or even open and close your windows at home. None of these actions affect your progress, but I think it's these tiny details that make me fall in love with the world. Moreover, there are several emojis for your character that can express different emotions and reactions, adding another layer of personality to your interactions. The developers intentionally designed what they call useless but beautiful details, like ants moving their homes by the roadside or the sound of wind chimes at dusk. They want the players to understand that the most meaningful moments in life often come from experiences that aren't tied to a specific goal. These details remind me to slow down and appreciate the moments we can so easily overlook. And I think that philosophy really shines through in the demo already. After spending time with the Starsand Island demo, here's what stood out to me. On the positive side, the art style is beautiful and I like how the characters look. There's an impressive variety of activities to enjoy. The customization for house and furniture is amazing. The world feels alive with all the little details we talked about earlier, and traveling using vehicles is so satisfying. On the downside, people might get overwhelmed with all of the activities they can do. Even if it's a slow-paced game, I know that having too many things to do can be overwhelming for some. There's also limited character customization in the current build, but I think they will add more options in the full game, so make sure you're subscribed for Starsand Island updates. So, what do you think of this game so far? Personally, I'm very excited and I can't wait for this game's release. February 1st can't come soon enough. The demo is only supposed to be available for the Steam Next Fest, but to celebrate its success, the developers plan to keep the demo open for a bit more, so make sure to try it out now. Have fun and see you next time!